Ladies and gentlemen, I know we've said this for a couple of pods. This one, it rings very just maybe the most true. Maybe.
Possibly.
But this is a very special episode of the pod. For reasons I'll get into in a minute, I've got plenty of stuff we could talk about. So let's just get right to the best part of this entire pod. The main man himself, the best co-host in the game, Mr. Avillion Talks.
Whoa,
Jacob,
whoa,
how you
whoa,
doing?
whoa, 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 whoa! Now, I appreciate the kind words, partner, but they simply are not true.
Hey, that's your
Excuse me.
opinion.
Fair
I'm
enough.
glowing.
You look beautiful right now,
Glowing.
radiant angel. Oh my God! Don't make me act. Um, so we're recording it on a Thursday, and the reason we couldn't record on Tuesday or Wednesday for that
Brother's been in the
is
trenches.
somebody. I don't want to name names. Somebody's been a little sick. I'm somebody. You can probably still hear it. So, well, I haven't been a little sick actually. I've been really sick. Going on today. God, today would be day 6 of symptoms. Excuse me. We're good. We're getting better though. Life's getting better. Boy, what are you doing?
28 days later.
Yeah. So, young man got some antibiotics yesterday. So
Oh,
finally on the
man.
come. Um, feeling better today, and definitely I'll be back to work tomorrow. Not that it means much. It's fucking Friday. I tried going to work Tuesday, went home shortly after noon, and then didn't go back to work. Wednesday, went to the doctor, and she said I couldn't go back to work today. I couldn't go back to work until 24 hours after the first dose of the Z Pack. So
Off that
uh,
fucking Z pack, dude.
off that Z Pack, dog. I'm off the stuff.
Off that
But
Z.
it's definitely it's doing its job. This stuff right here.
It's doing it.
I also needed some eye drops, dude. When I tell my right eye, especially, but my left eye too, but my right eye, so bloodshot
Mm.
yesterday because of so many days of just constant head pressure. My eyes were starting to get so red. It started with this one, and then this one started too. So she also gave me some antibacterial eye drops. So we're better in that regard too. The eyes look a lot healthier now, but they yeah, it wasn't pretty. But yeah, ultimately feeling better, doing better, and we're here. We're here.
Fucking here.
How are you feeling, man? How you doing?
Stuff's been going on, man. It's a bittersweet pod
Yeah.
episode because the reason this is a um, special episode is it is the last pod in this house.
Hmm.
I've been packed up since February. It's been brought up a couple times on the pod. I mention it in videos sometimes where I'm like, hey, my backdrop's boring because everything's packed. Although I'll get into it in a second. Everything is not packed. I didn't realize how much stuff I still actually just had lying around.
Always works that way when you move. Yeah,
Yeah.
every
But yeah, this we're recording on Thursday. This Saturday is the move. In fact, right when we're done with this, as I'll probably export and upload this as soon as I can. But this desk is gonna get packed up. This kennel well, actually, these are gonna get put to Goodwill. I ordered a new desk, a standing desk. I decided to go for a little standing desk
okay.
because I want to be healthy. Have that option of not sitting as much.
Naturally.
But yeah, got to be packing up, man. But I'm excited. New house. The setup will be nice. The room will be nice and decorated. I even bought more. I went to a retro game store with Gabe. We went on a thrift date. We
Oh
went to a thrift
yeah.
store. Then we went to a DVD store, and then we went to a retro video game store. We fucking hit up some shops. Had a great time. And I bought like a couple of. I think I packed them up already, but I bought a couple of Wii games for the Wii Vault. Bought a DVD for the next two soon. That's gonna be coming out. But anyways,
Yeah.
bought more posters. Gonna decorate the room. It's gonna be nice. Um, shedding a couple pieces of furniture I don't need anymore. So I'll be able to have plenty of space to be nice and decorated. So once this move is over and I finish, which I'm almost done with, the Pokemon Nuzlocke recap video, then we could start the Gen 3 Nuzlocke, which will be hype. Yeah. Gabe said he's not going to join us for that one. He wants to join us when we do Platinum. He said we will be doing Platinum.
That's what I said because Diamond and Pearl stink, and also if we're all playing them, then it just makes more sense for us to all be on the same, which is like the definitive, like because like Ruby and Sapphire, like Emerald's Emerald, but Ruby and Sapphire are still playable games. It's impossible to play Diamond and Pearl after you've played Platinum. It's just.
Well, I guess that's why I was okay with playing Diamond and Pearl because I haven't played Platinum.
Fair enough, but it's. Yeah, just.
But
that's the reason everybody hated Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Because they were one for
ones. Because they're one for one remakes of not very good games in comparison to the game that came after it.
Especially when that game that came after shows you the enhancements, the adjustments that can be made to make it better, and you just actively choose not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that move's going on. There was something in there I could have segued off of, but then I didn't. It'll come back to me. Yeah, the move's going on. Oh, that's what it was. The Too Soon. That the Symbiotic Titan video came out, and I was scared it was gonna flop. It took a minute, but it's well over 600 views now. Couple subscribers off it. Good bit of comments. People are liking it. It's done well, but especially by my channel standards, it's done well. Very, very pleased.
Very good.
Yeah. So check that out. I might release this pod on Saturday just because I don't have a video for this Saturday, so I might release it on Saturday. Because I think I also think I'm gonna stream some of like me putting my room together.
Hell yeah!
Opening up Power Ranger toys, showing them off, putting them on shelves. But the fun part is I'm gonna put a TV over my desk, so I'll have the two monitors here, and then I'll have a TV on top that can like fold down, move around.
Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah.
You're all good. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Like I said, because I got Wii games. Once I'm set up, I bought another like shelving kind of thing to put all my game consoles in next to the desk. We'll be streaming Wii games again, going back, finally revisiting the Wii Vault series. It has been a minute since I've done a Wii Vault. Let's see. I think that's about it for me, but I had one conversation that I wanted to pick your brain on, because we've talked about this before, but remakes. There's been one remake that's been making some headlines, upsetting some people, making a lot of changes. Have you heard all the Lilo and Stitch stuff? All the changes they've made?
Oh, the dog. Well, there's one change in particular.
There's a massive change.
I think it's the dumbest fucking thing they could have possibly.
Which is insane because it just kept getting worse. Stuff that kept coming out about what they had changed. And you know what? I think it's so bad. I mean, let's just go ahead and spoil it. It's to a point where like I'm not going to see this movie, and I don't even think people should see this movie.
No, I'm a full, hard, staunch believer that nobody should go to the theaters to watch live action remakes. If you want to watch them, like go put that shit on, like Soap Today or whatever others. I don't think Soap's up anymore. It's not the one I use, but excuse me. Like go use whatever site you have. But like if you want to watch it that bad, do not reward them for making these movies. It's too late for that. They made over $300 million opening weekend. It's fucking over. They're gonna keep making these.
That might be it though. It probably.
It's fucking better, Pete. Stop watching.
I definitely think this one could have a crazy drop off with all the backlash. Hopefully nobody, but we'll see. But because I don't know. I mean, I'm not even opposed to the idea of like I understand different arguments around remakes. So like I don't even really know where I fully stand on remakes, but I definitely don't think I'm overly opposed to live action remakes of stuff and going to see them, in theaters if they're done well and with care. But when this one is just so blatantly not,
It's hard to do them with care. I feel because I mean you're limiting the artistic expression because you're not getting away with the same shit you're getting away with in animation.
Right.
Like the one comparison scene of like when they're all surfing when it's when it's digital versus the live act, like it's night and day
Yeah.
difference.
I,
It's
well,
so colorful, original movie.
this is what I've said because
Yeah,
I get people who are like, hey, I'm just curious what it sees in another medium. I want to see a one for one of what it looks like in a different medium. But for me, I think what I lean more towards, I actually do support some changes because I've said like if you're adapting something, you always are gonna be because it was made for whatever medium it was first made in. It was made
yeah,
for that. You're going to lose something when
right,
you adapt it.
right,
So I get the idea of like, okay, since it's going to be, if we do it one for one, it's just going to be a lesser version. Let's try to
right,
do something interesting with it.
right.
But you need to keep the heart of it and what what the intent of what it is, whatever the story is trying to tell. So
Oh,
it's hard to balance like, oh, let's do something so it is unique, so it's not just a lesser version of what was before, but also you can't do too much, otherwise you change what it is at its core, which is the
yeah,
bigger no.
yeah.
Um, and sounds like this movie is just not
Yeah.
doing it too well. Let's just go ahead and say what the biggest thing.
Yeah.
There's a couple that I think maybe I'll bring up. The biggest one is Nani gives up Lilo to the state so she can go to college.
Just absurd. I mean, just so fucking stupid. Especially
I
like she wants to go to college for marine biology. The University of Hawaii is super fucking cheap for native Hawaiians and has an incredible marine biology program.
Yeah, it's
I don't
it's
get it.
when there's movies that are bad or have like intentional messages that people don't agree with, they call it propaganda. This one might be like this was an insane,
Yeah.
just an insane thing to do. So against what that movie was about family, and it takes a tribe. Like that's like the sentiment of the movie when like I don't know, everybody kind of comes together to help form this family, this found family.
Yeah.
And it just
Takes a village.
and yeah, in this movie, it's like, well, nah,
No.
I got to do my own thing.
I'm with you as far as like remaking anything. Like same thing with video games. Like if you're remaking a game, like yeah, obviously, the same game with updated graphics is cool. But I do like some changes where I'm getting a new experience out of it.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you're adapting to live action, you're changing the medium in which it's presented. You're gonna lose something because it's
Hmm.
intended to be presented this way. So if you're making it one for one, you are going to make a worse product.
Yep.
Guaranteed. So I'm totally fine with them making changes. You just need to make better changes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's the same way as well. I feel the same way about song covers because I feel like if you're covering a song and you're just you're using the same kind of guitar tones or whatever, chances are your guitar is just gonna sound worse than how it sounds in the original song. Chances are you're not gonna sound quite as good over the song as the original artist did. Especially if you're covering a song, it's probably a great song
Yeah.
or at least a song that you quite enjoy.
And
It's
maybe
probably
it's
not going to sound as good when you do
and
it.
maybe a song very
So,
personal to who originally made it.
yeah,
It's just yeah. But I mean, this movie had four major changes off the top of my head that people hated. That one was one of them. They got rid of Gontu, the giant like alien bounty hunter. He's not in the movie at all. They make I can't remember his name, but like the scientist alien, they make him the full on antagonist of the movie. When like in the cartoon and then later on the show, he just becomes like an uncle to the fucking family.
yeah.
And then the fourth one was that Pleek, I forgot how to say the name, is not like this is not the cross dressing alien that you get that you get in the original cartoon with their fucking cunty Bob that everyone loved.
Yeah.
It was like just stripped so much. And before even any of those changes were known, there was controversy around like the girl playing Nani, if she should be cast in that role. I don't know.
She wasn't Hawaiian, right?
I don't know if she wasn't at all, or if people, or maybe she was mixed and people didn't like that. I don't
But
know.
that's fine. I don't know the problem.
Yeah, if that's the case, then it's like okay. I don't know. Fucking, I don't. I probably shouldn't be speaking on this, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't. Nobody's a white guy to tell them who should be playing the Hawaiian woman in the movie.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if she's mixed. Like, I don't think
That's a part of her. That's a part of her.
If she's not Hawaiian at all, yeah, what the fuck's she doing there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Which sucks because I've come on here and I've defended the live action remake before. I came on here and I was in support of the live action Avatar. I said it wasn't as good. Like, it's not as good. Something can be not as good and still be enjoyable. This Lilo and Stitch one, it's like the Avatar one is like, hey, just given the medium change, it is falling short, but not. I don't think outright being disrespectful to the source material. This fucking Lilo and Stitch one is just being like outright disrespectful.
Are you talking about the M. Night Shyamalan film?
No, the Netflix.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna have to disagree with you there.
No, I'm talking about the Netflix movie. I forgot about that fucking movie. I forgot about that fucking movie.
Brayden, I don't think I'm on the same page.
No, I was talking about dude. I genuinely forgot that movie existed.
I never saw the Netflix live action Avatar.
It's fun. Like, I enjoyed it. I think it's a fun watch. There's some good performances in there. But yeah, it's not like.
Right, I'm glad you weren't talking about the M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, no, but it's still not on the level of an all-time, like, debated as the greatest cartoon of all time. Like, it's not that level. Like, shockingly. But it's still a good watch. And visually, I mean, it does the hard part maybe the best. Like, I think it visually, like, with the bending, I think it looks great. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're not fucking here to talk about that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against remakes, but you don't do that. You don't do what the fuck they're doing.
No, better.
But yeah, I haven't.
Speaking of bad shade, like, did you ever watch the Mulan live action?
No, I was gonna say the only one I ever saw was the Jungle Book one, which I think was the first one like that started this wave. I saw that one. Don't remember much. Yeah, I think Lion King was next. But yeah, I haven't.
I think the Jungle Book was fine. Like, I watched that forever ago when it came out.
Yeah, it came out when it came out. I don't remember anything.
It was very inoffensive as far as live action remakes go. But at least from what I can remember, I haven't seen it in a while. But I actually just rewatched regular Mulan on Memorial Day. My brother was in town.
I love that. I
forgot to mention that. My brother was in town. I was watching the movie with him and my sister. Great, phenomenal movie.
I love it. Like, I think it might be.
Mulan. I think Mulan's awesome.
I love it. "I'll Make a Man Out of You" is one of my favorite Disney songs. I fucking love Mulan. But yeah, I had no interest of seeing.
Excuse me.
This Lilo and Stitch one. Actually, go ahead.
I was saying the Mulan live action remake is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Period. It's disgustingly bad. And as far as like changes go that are like unfaithful, like this is changing what the core of the film is. Like, Mulan is great because of like she's persevering in spite of her being a woman in this situation. In the live action film, she's just got fucking superpowers. Like, what's the fucking point? What's the like? It's you're not saying, oh, she's great in spite of like cultural differences and like the societal pressure keeping her down. No, she's got fucking superpowers. Is why she's awesome. What? Not because of who she is as a person, her character. No. She's got fucking superpowers. Mushu's just not in the movie at all.
Huge. Why are they taking out all these great characters?
So fucking stupid, man. That if you've never seen that movie, don't ever fucking watch that movie. It is so bad.
I will be watching a live action remake in June. I will be watching How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. At least that's not Disney.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be more faithful. Shout out DreamWorks.
I was gonna say I hadn't seen any of these live action remakes and I had no interest to, but up until recently, I was going to see the Lilo and Stitch one because I thought Stitch visually looked really good. And I was like, maybe this will be interesting to see in live action. And then just news just kept coming out about the movie. And I was like, you know what? Never mind. But the How to Train Your Dragon one looks cool. All the controversies are just around like casting and not actually like what they're doing with the movie.
Yeah.
And I agree with people. If they gave that girl a blonde wig instead, I don't think people would have even fucking noticed.
Let me grab me a couple tissues real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll entertain the masses while you're gone.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I mean, like everyone has said, like the bigger one is like the twins. Don't really look like twins, but But I just want to see the movie, see how they actually interact with each other, if it's funny, if it works like that. But yeah, the Astrid casting I never really cared about, especially when you see her and you're just like, oh, she's just playing a white woman. Oh, I had a take. Hold on, how did I word it?
Ooh, that's my catchphrase. That's my catchphrase. You got to pay me royalties when you say that shit.
What? Would you? What? Which one?
I had a take.
I had a take. No, it was about like, because I'm trying to remember how I wanted to word it, but I did. Maybe it was more of even questioning instead of like an opinion. But
Yeah.
because the girl that's playing Astrid is biracial.
Yeah.
And it's like she is actually still white, because you're both of those identities. Like they both make up who you are.
Right.
And I feel like the people that are upset that she's playing a white character would also be upset if she like publicly like disavowed her white half. Like they
Right.
want her, like, she's representing half of who she is, and they're upset.
Yeah.
But if she like tried to shy away from or keep a secret or whatever, that same half, they would be just as upset.
I understand the want to see, like, lighter skinned characters in a movie about Vikings. There's fucking dragons in this movie. If they're in the title,
Dude, she's
you
light.
can
That's the biggest thing.
That's right. You can suspend your disbelief a little bit that there might be a biracial white passing Viking among them. There's fucking dragons in the movie. The whole premise of the movie revolves around fictional creatures, and your hang up is, no, hold on now, Sonny. She's a couple shades too dark.
They're seeing like a backdrop with all the dragons and all the Vikings, and they're like, wait, something doesn't belong here. Black.
You're brown. Like, are we fucking serious? Can we think about this for 2 seconds? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It does. It's just like, stop bitching. Okay, stop bitching.
Yeah. Although it actually would have been really funny if she was like the only black girl. Like she is, like, because I think she's playing a white character. Like it's not like she's biracial in the movie. Like their character's still white. But it would have been funny if like her character was black and was just the only one, and you're like, what the fuck? Why are you here? How did you get here?
You know what? That's yeah. There she is. And there's also we got the new Harry Potter cast. We got the new kiddos. People, of course, arms about Hermione. I think the problem with Hermione's casting isn't, Hermione can't be a different race because the book said she was white. No, I think the problem is the implication of calling a brown woman a mudblood, like repeatedly throughout the series. I think might be an issue. When they're talking about blood purity and you're pointing specifically at this woman and going, oh yeah, she's in.
Well, it adds a layer to it.
Yeah, I don't know. Same thing with like having Snape be black. I think is optically not a great choice. I think I probably talked about that before.
I don't know if you said it on the pod, but I think you mentioned it in the group chat.
I don't know if I've said it on the pod, but either way, it's like you can't have a black guy join a Nazi adjacent cult. Like that's just not.
Well, no, I think you can.
I don't think the optics are great. I don't think having him bullied by a bunch of white guys, and then having him join a Nazi adjacent cult, I don't think it looks good.
Well, after that white supremacist black school shooter, maybe we need to start talking about it.
You know what? Maybe, yeah.
I think we got to reach a point where it's like, hey, Nazi adjacent cults can have black people in it.
I was just thinking about him the other crazy way to start that off. I was just thinking about that guy the other day because he had posted a video where he was singing Blade lyrics, and I was thinking like, damn, it kind of sucks that this guy was a Blade fan because we're not beating the allegation as far as like Blade fans go. It's not making us look any better.
Fuck all that.
It's a video where I think he's doing the Sig Heil in the video, and he's all like,
"What is that? Show me real quick."
Oh yeah, you did a visual?
Yeah.
Nah, hold on, yeah. I'll do it right now. Okay, did you see it?
Yeah, I actually hacked your camera. I did see it. We do have recording.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so what do you call it? And he's like, take a knife, drain your life or whatever. Well, that's not good. I don't like that he said that because now every time I listen to the song, I'm gonna be like, man, that the white supremacist black school shooter was listening to this shit. Like it's
It,
just like I could never get into Mac DeMarco's music because I know the Parkland High School shooter was listening to Mac DeMarco while he was gunning people down. So every time somebody's like, "Yeah, man, you should check out Mac DeMarco," I'm like, I can't fucking do it. Like it's not gonna happen. Not that I haven't enjoyed a lot of what I've heard from him. It's just like I can't separate the fact that the Parkland High School shooter was listening to Mac DeMarco while he was fucking mowing down hordes of people. It just like it doesn't. It does. I can't do it.
yeah. That's like the one guy who said like subscribe to PewDiePie when he was doing a shooting, and then it ended that whole meme because PewDiePie was like, all right, we're done. It's done. Like I ruined it.
Can't say the N word anymore because of PewDiePie too. Or for other reasons. But
Yeah, that's the
no,
only thing stopping me. PewDiePie said
yeah, yeah, because
But,
of the bridge scene.
it. That could be. I could definitely see a skit somebody could do where just like a fucking school shooter just came out and like when they were like he also was into this and was into that and it's just like a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah, you know what?
But
I'll do
it's
it.
kinda
I'll do
cool.
it just to help me cure my my Mac DeMarco affliction. I'll call it. Like I'll fucking do it. Like, yeah, this guy was really into. He was kind of a film junkie. He was big into Christopher Nolan. Uh, he was a big fan of the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Uh, you know, really liked Power Rangers too.
Yo, chill.
We're big into Pokemon. He had cats. Uh,
Cats.
yeah, no, this guy,
He
really
was
the
wearing a
David
Luka
Bowie.
Doncic jersey at the time of the incident.
It was a half Lakers, half Mavericks Luka Doncic jersey.
It was Lakers on the front because that's the future, but it was Mavs on the back to respect the
To
past.
respect, yes sir, you know it. So, and then,
Oh my god, they find his YouTube. He was like only subscribed to me and you.
he had a
What
Jimi
the
Hendrix
fuck?
inspired headband on as well, which is crazy because this was a racially motivated shooting, but he still really loved Jimmy's music. So he just had that shit on. Yeah, nah, I don't know. We could workshop. Uh,
Oh yeah, just a celebrity finding out that the fucking some mass murderer was a huge fan of theirs.
that's got to be the worst feeling in the world, man. Like imagine, you see the most tragic shit you've seen in a long time.
He's
And
wearing
then
like
the news is
YouTuber merch, like really shitty YouTuber merch. He's got
and
the
they're
fucking.
like, yeah.
It's just like a Mr. Beast logo in the fucking center.
He's a real big fan of Dream SMP. Like, you know,
He's got
this guy
like
loved Imagine Dragons or something.
he's got like a fucking he wore like Schlatt's mutton chops as a fucking joke for Halloween.
Yeah, just that's gotta suck, man. It's gotta suck being a celebrity and finding out somebody who did something truly terrible was a huge fan, like objectively terrible,
Yeah,
was a huge fan of yours.
not even just
Like
being a
imagine
fan, but
being
like.
Mac DeMarco, yeah,
But
and
like,
finding out
I was
this
gonna
guy
say, as they're
blasted.
doing it, there's somehow in some way either repping your merch or representing you in some way or trying
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
School shooting.
Yeah, while I was imagine being a film director and like somebody puts on one of your movies to hide the screams of their victim. And I'm so like puts that shit on really loud. It's like,
That shit on.
yeah, I put on, I was putting on Oppenheimer while I was beating the shit out of her so that the neighbors wouldn't hear it.
They
Like,
probably
imagine
pick
being,
like one of the Batman movies instead. Oppenheimer's got a lot of quiet. Even when the bomb goes off, it's a quiet scene.
Yeah, I just fucking Interstellar, whatever. I don't know, figure something out. But imagine being fucking Nolan and seeing that shit. Like, it's not fun. You don't want that.
Yeah. Because now it's like,
It's-
great, I have to make the biggest donation to the relief of whatever happened.
yeah,
And not like oh no, I have to give money to people in need, but it's like I have to outdo everybody who's going to be donating money in need.
yeah. You can't just give like $5,000.
Yeah, yeah. At his status, if it's not seven figures, it's like, all right, bro, you're not doing enough.
you gotta put forth a lot. So I don't know. Damn. I've been what do you call it? I've been trying to tap into some OTAs, just seeing what's going.
Some
Uh,
what?
TAs, the Titans OTAs.
Oh,
Been learning. Just getting the vibe. Uh, Now every year, everybody, I've never seen it in an off season where like somebody after training camp was like, "Yep, season's over. Like vibes are
yeah.
terrible. This shit sucks." It's like, but it's like, so like none of this means anything until September, and they prove it. But like, feels pretty good right now. Like the team bonding has been a very big facet of what they've been doing. The only player on the entire team that's not at the voluntary workouts is Jeffrey Simmons, and like it's Jeffrey Simmons. He's the longest tenured player on the team. He's the best player on the team. I think he'll be ready by September. I'm not real worried about it. Uh,
Here,
but
talk about the Titans OTAs. I'm gonna go quickly. My mom's ordering food, so I'm gonna go put my order in.
perfect.
It's Sonic. Let everybody
Yes, sir.
think about your Sonic orders. Your bag.
Hell yeah. So Cam Ward is, according to Nick Holes, has been getting to the facility earlier than some of the coaches even. So that's pretty cool stuff. And then him, Restrepo, DK, Io Manor, and Helm are all getting to the facility by 5 o'clock or so. So Cam and all the rookie pass catchers, at least all the important ones, not the camp body, the actual dudes, all the draft picks plus Restrepo are all getting there early and getting their work. So it's just cool stuff. I don't know. Like Bones Fossil had his first meeting with the media, his first press conference. Guy's fucking awesome. I love hearing him talk about football. Love hearing him talk about special teams. Like, he got asked, are there qualities you prefer or that you look for in a player, to play special teams? And he's like, there was a point in my career where I probably would have had an answer for you, but at this point, truly no, because, I've seen big slow guys do it. I've seen small fast guys do it. So if you can play, you can play. I think that shit's pretty awesome. He's back.
Okay, she ordered for
He's
me,
back.
but
Oh
unsurprisingly,
yeah,
my mom knows me, so she told me the order, and I was like,
yeah,
"That sounds great."
yeah, perfect. So
Okay,
I was just talking about Cowboys legend Bones Fossil. Uh,
treat him well,
he's awesome.
dude.
I love him. I love him. I love hearing him talk.
Have you heard of Quan Mills yet?
Quan Mills.
Yes. Have you heard of Quan Mills yet?
I don't know that I have.
Oh my God, dude.
How about
He is
Quan
this guy who people are saying is a CIA operative meant to just set back the black community.
Okay, yeah, there's probably a few of those out there.
But his is just because he makes books, and they are the most
Interesting.
outlandish topics. That they're, I forget how he categorizes them. Like, oh my gosh, like they're hood stories, quote unquote, from him, like
Yeah,
hood fantasy romance novels is quote
my
unquote
God.
how he categorizes them. And he always starts off with, "It's me again, international best-selling author Quan Mills, back with another hood romance novel," or something like that. And I just wanted to read you the titles to these books. Now, a lot of these actually, I think he only has like 4 books out, and they're like kind of the more tame ones. But
Okay.
he has so many TikToks saying, like, talking about books he's made, but they're all like concepts. People think he's made all these books. He hasn't. These are all like concepts for books, and he kind of just puts the ideas out there and sees how people react. But the most recent one that he posted was Alien Twinks and the DL Thugs Who Love Them, and they always have like the fucking like cover art.
I don't see the problem.
You're
I
like,
don't
this
see
is
the
this is
problem.
great.
I think I've seen one of those covers actually. I think I
Well,
have seen a
because
cover.
recently he started one off with, he's like, "I've decided to experiment with impreg." And now he's got all he was on a heater. Good stretch of the books that were coming out were fucking all impregs. Like this other recent one. I got my husband and his baby daddy pregnant with the
I've seen
fucking.
that. That's the cover
That's
that
the
I
one you
saw.
saw. This one.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Fucking.
one that I saw.
Let me go by popular. Let me see what the most. Because the one that he has out is this hoe. This hoe got roaches in her crib. That's the one that's
Yeah.
actually out. I got both my homeboys pregnant. Pregnant by a hood alien.
Yeah.
Sleeping with my baby mama's baby daddy. Well, I can't say that one. Pregnant by an ogre thug from 63rd Street. And it's obviously just like fucking Shrek. A Shrek recreation. Pregnant by my demonic rose toy from hell. That was another big one. My baby daddy is a bed bug. Pregnant by a hood alien. Fell in love with a hood rich BBW velociraptor. Oh my god. Pregnant by the flying chitlin monster.
That's absurd.
And it's
yeah,
it's
as
holding
far
like
as,
a hot
CIA
sauce.
psyop goes, I think that's probably pretty accurate.
Yes. And he has one where he's wearing a hat that says CIA on it, and he's like, y'all say I'm setting back the black community, but that is exactly what my job is as a CIA operative. Like, he tried to lean into it. Pregnant by my pregnant by my granddaddy's boyfriend.
Incredible.
Oh, this was his first impreg one. A snow bunny succubus got me pregnant. Pregnant by my boyfriend's shape-shifting baby daddy. My baby daddy's a leprechaun. Pregnant by an alpha wolf hitter.
Sure.
And like I said, all the fucking covers. That's what really does it for me is the fucking pregnant by a YN crash out alien from Mars. Yeah. Pregnant by a DL demonic cyborg from hell.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share that with you.
It reminded one of the things she said reminded me of something I saw one time. Like when you talking about the impregs. I saw a tweet from someone. She was like, one of my coworkers was like, something about like, yeah, she was talking about like, ovipositors or whatever, and she was like, no, you can't or whatever your way out of the fact that you just talked about ovipositors.
I don't know what that is, but I saw people saying, please don't tell Quan Mills about this.
About ovipositors?
Yeah.
That's like
and then he reposted like someone's TikTok saying that.
It's a dildo that like inserts like eggs into you. It's like kind of, I think, yeah, like we can move on. We don't have to we don't have to stick to that.
I just want to say I love Quan Mills.
Shout out.
Well,
half shout out.
You know what I noticed right before we started? I packed up the let's get deep.
Okay, that's fine.
So, none this week.
That's fine. Next week, next time.
Yeah, but it's gonna be weird because like all my videos have been recorded in this room.
Yeah.
With like the exceptions of like when I went outside to record for the Maractus video and when I went outside for the Go Goat video. Other than that, like everything has been recorded in this one room for like 2.5 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
End of an era. Truly
end of an era. The desk has moved around as well. Everything's moved around, different angles, different everything. But it's also the longest consecutively I've lived in one house. My whole life, about 4.5 years, maybe closer to 5. Actually, yeah, it'd be like 4 years and 10 months. But yeah, move, get settled in, and then Switch 2 comes out next week.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I took off that Thursday and Friday off. I will be streaming a shit ton.
It's exactly a week from now, right? June 5th?
Yes. Yeah, exactly a week from now. That's also game 1 of the NBA Finals.
So what we think? Knicks in 7?
Fuck no.
No, Pacers in 5. Probably gentlemen sweep.
For the for the Eastern
By
Conference.
the way, is there a more disrespected for like no fucking reason other than people are mean superstar than Tyrese Halliburton?
Yeah, I don't know. I love Tyree. Like this whole playoff run,
I've always loved.
I liked him. I liked
Yeah,
him, and I was like, he cool. I like the way he plays the game. I fucking love him now because now you have like these insane moments. I love Tyrese Halliburton.
I'm far from the only person to say this, I'm sure. But if you remember when the Pacers traded Halliburton, I was shocked that it wasn't Fox because it made no fucking sense to trade Hallie
I
and
remember
try to build around Fox, and then just to trade Fox like a fucking year later. That was especially stupid. But
a
like,
little longer than that, but
yeah, but I mean, the idea of like
yeah, it was just
you
bad.
draft a guy, he becomes a star immediately. You're not a good
Well,
team.
I don't. He
You
wasn't
need
a
to
star
succeed.
immediately, but
He was a very good player though in year
yeah,
one.
quickly
Certainly
you were like, oh, okay.
overachieved his projections there year one. And like it's not like they traded Hallie after year one. Like by the time they traded Hallie, he was a budding star. And you know, you're bad. You need to get assets. There's been Fox trade rumors for like 2-3 years at this point. Just trade Fox. And eventually they did, of course, but it's like, well, not before trading Hallie, who only got better with the Pacers and is
Yeah,
now
he was able to be just the guy. But
he's
yeah,
he's the best floor general in the NBA right now.
yes, I'll give you that.
Purely as a floor general, best floor general in the NBA right now. And
I remember when he got
people
traded.
just hate him for no fucking reason.
I remember when he got traded, the reports came out that like teams didn't know that he was available. Like they were like teams would have made better offers than even Indiana did. Like that's what was.
Where have I heard that one before? It's a common theme for some fucking reason. Teams love to do that. Trade good players without even fucking shopping them. Just like, oh yeah, you could just have them.
I wore this hat on Memorial Day. I said this in the group chat. I'm gonna say it on here as well. I wore this hat on Memorial Day, and someone did ask me if I was a veteran. Took a lot of self-control not to say yes. I've been through hell.
Nah, but I fought my own battles.
I've seen war crimes.
I've seen some shit, man. I've seen some terrible things.
Terrible.
Yeah, I think as far as like the way people talk about Tyrese Halliburton, the way NBA fans talk about the sport in general is so fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
basketball fans don't know how to talk about their own sports. It's a big problem in both leagues right now.
It's awful. It's like, oh yeah, well, we can get into that too.
There's not much to get into that. That shit's dumb.
They're doing think pieces a week and a half later about a regular ass foul that just it happens. But
I've never seen a league have so much potential to grow, and then the players within it shoot themselves in the foot as much as the W.
And the media surrounding it too. Like we ended up getting Ryan Clark RG3 beef out of that. That ended up with like Ryan Clark calling him a coon because he's a milkman. And then
RG3 maybe fetishizing white women the way he was talking about it.
Ain't no maybe. That is a guarantee.
I don't know the man.
No, well, but you don't have to know. He'll tell you. You don't. He's been telling us for years. Like it is what it is. But like, yeah, I don't think Ryan Clark was necessarily wrong with a lot of the criticisms he had about RG. Not just the whole milkman, just in general. The whole like, he was like, yeah, I stood with you for years while everybody else said you were fucking annoying, and like, well, yeah, honestly, it just kind of is what it is. But yeah, somehow Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark fouling Angel Reese turned into Ryan Clark having to apologize because he
brought up a man's wife.
Yeah, brought up RG3. It's like, how the fuck did we get here? How the fuck did we get here? Like, I don't get it, but yeah, somehow we did, and NBA fans, it's like. It's the same debacle. Like, remember when like it was like Milwaukee versus Phoenix a few years ago, and people were like, nobody's gonna want to watch that.
I hate that so much.
You don't like basketball. If you're not gonna watch the finals because you don't have New York or LA, you just don't like basketball.
Guys,
it's that fucking simple.
You do not profit off the league. Why do you care what the ratings are?
Why do you need to see Golden State or LA or New York?
The finals matchup we're about to have is going to be very entertaining because you have a insanely great defense with the Thunder going up against a fast-paced, really good offense with the Pacers. Sorry, Knicks. Yeah. It's done. The counter hasn't hit 4 yet, but it's done. But that's going to be the finals matchup, and that's like you have like the max stats on one side of the ball for each. You're going to see them go against each other.
Yeah, it's an awesome matchup.
I'm rooting for the Pacers. But right now that's the team I'm rooting for sure.
Franchises that have never won a ring before.
Yeah.
No matter what, somebody's getting their first ever title.
But that was the good thing about the conference finals is it was going to be solidified that it would be the 8th straight year with a different champion. And I don't mean like not back to back. I mean it's been 7 years, 7 unique champions. It's going to go to 8, I think, or it's either going to 7 or it's going to 8. I think it's going to 8 now. Yeah. And then it was like all 4 teams. It was like 3 of them hadn't won it, and then it was the Knicks who hadn't won it in forever, and then you had like a star on each team's star.
50 years. Yeah. 50 years for the Knicks. Like 72 or some bullshit.
And then each one's star player had never won a ring. And then for the Knicks as well, like not only had they not won in that long, like they were dark times. Like they had a historically bad owner.
Yeah.
Well, is he still on the team? Did he just chill out? I don't know what happened with New York. I think I don't think he's sold. He might even still own it, but he must have chilled out or something.
But then you got the guys like Mitchell Robinson's still there, and he sat through all of that. He had to sit through some terrible, terrible basketball teams to get to where the Knicks are now. And it is a bit unfortunate, at least for him, that he's not going to get to the finals this year.
He still owns them.
What it is. Yeah.
He must have just fucking taken a back seat finally. Hey, Jerry, learn from him, I guess. Yeah. You can still own the team, take a step back, and watch them have success.
Hopefully David Tepper continues to do that in Carolina. It's like he started to. I hope he continues to chill the fuck out.
Winning cures all. If they go have a good season, even if it's not playoffs, if they have a good season.
Playoffs. I hate bad. Like NBA has probably the worst fan base of any sport. I think it's. I mean, not granted. I think NFL fans are stupid in their own way. I think baseball fans are stupid. What I've learned in my short time watching baseball, but it's like every sport, like you because the loudest voices are always the dumbest voices. Every single time.
So
that's not with just sports.
Yeah, that's
everything.
Everything. So
that is
every sport has. Yeah, but it's just there is definitely something extra with basketball.
Yeah. Like I'm not watching a Pacers Thunder final.
I will say,
don't like basketball.
Soccer fans don't know how to market their sport in America because the reasoning I always hear is just that everyone else watches it, so that's why you should watch it. Terrible argument.
Yeah.
Terrible argument. Please argue on like the strength of the sport itself. Don't just tell me. Don't try to be like, hey, groupthink, right? That's what we all want to do. So that's a terrible fucking argument. Please tell me why it is good.
Every baseball fan I know is like, oh yeah, my grandfather, was there when Bumble Hootin' Tumbleweed Dickhead was, made the baseball is you inherit being a baseball fan. Almost nobody goes watches baseball on their own, finds baseball. So that's another one where it's it's marketed terribly. The NBA figured out marketing a long time ago. The problem is they've kind of gone off in that regard in terms of both their media and the fans to saying terrible things about the sport 24/7.
Yeah, that's also the biggest problem is you have. You put mics in front of people you have all these retired players thinking that's going to be a key to marketing it, but all they end up doing is shitting on the current era. Who doesn't do that? Shout out to Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett is really good about giving props. JJ Redick was really good. Now he's what seems like a really good coach. I know the season didn't go the way people wanted, but first year that's a success. But yeah, the most egregious one was this previous All-Star weekend, where Draymond and others were just shitting on everything the entire weekend, and it's like Jesus Christ. If it's bad, that's okay. And I'm not saying go up there and lie to me. If it's bad, I'm not asking for you to tell me it's the best thing in the world. but focus on the positives that are there and try to highlight the good that is happening. But just being like, man, this sucks so openly. I trust the NBA because that was such a talked about thing. I'm pretty sure they'll find a way to address it next year. But yeah,
Draymond's probably one of my least favorite athletes ever, just across any sport.
I held on trying not to join the hate train, but he
makes
it impossible.
For a long time, I was like, look, he's still a good defender. Like,
he's a good defender.
He gets into the head of the other team. Like he's
his chemistry with Steph Curry is great. Like he's a
right.
great like passer for his position.
I'm
Hall of Fame player.
Yeah, first ballot. I don't
Holy fuck.
I still can't stand him. Still an asshole.
And it's like all these physical altercations, it gets to a point where it's like you are the problem here. You punched your own teammate. Exiled him to Washington.
I was gonna say, have you heard like the way they kind of treated Jordan Poole holistically in the organization? Like they just kind of didn't want him to be the next star. Where it was like, even though he was getting hot, they were kind of just like not ready for there to be another like new face, because Clay was still there, and
I think that was the biggest thing is that he was a guard. If he was, because they had Kuminga, well they still do, Kuminga and Moody, and they were hoping those guys would be it. But it was like the one that kind of hit was a guard, and they were like, "Ooh, that's not we could," because they could balance because they were trying to balance like having these young guys with potential and have these old stars. The way that would work best is if they were different positions. But instead, the young guy that hit played the same position as the old guys they were trying to keep around.
I've never seen a team get upset that one of their players was developing really well. That's probably a first, but like,
thank God he got his ring at least. He was able to get a ring and then dip.
Got a ring and got paid.
Got a ring, got paid, played a big part of the ring as well. So he gets to. It's not like he bench rode and didn't do anything and got a ring. He has a ring he can be fully proud of.
Yeah. No, good for him. I like Jordan Poole. But it wasn't. God, I mean, don't even get me started on fucking Shaq. How he's constantly, especially talking about big men.
I can live with the way the TNT crew, like, because first of all, Ernie's there to balance it out. Ernie Johnson does a great job.
Ernie's the greatest thing going with basketball media right now.
But I like the TNT group. The problem is, it's like, in regards to them, is they're not isolated in it. Like because they're so well. Some people try to like mimic it and try to duplicate it. If they were by themselves and everyone else was talking highly of the sport, I think it would be great. I even still think it's great because I don't want to blame them for everyone else trying to copy and do what they do. But they're funny. That's the biggest reason I like them, is because they are funny. So it's like, okay, this is funny. You're also all-time greats. It's not even just like a role player from that era or like an somewhat good borderline all-star.
Like the Morris twins, for some reason, like constantly in the and they're talking about there's no elite teams left in the playoffs. Can you go fuck yourself?
How did they get here? First of all, that's crazy. That's crazy to say about the Thunder.
Yeah, ridiculous to say about
the Thunder. Like, you want to tell me the Pacers are playing just all-time team ball and everyone's elevating? Fine, but like the Thunder are like an elite team. I don't know. But yeah, they don't know how to talk about their sport.
I don't know. Same guy who was dumb enough to fucking punch Jokic and then turn around before Jokic got back up.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, you can't expect good takes to come out of this guy's mouth, but still. And then the other brother was like, "Oh, you waited for him to turn around before you hit back? No, dumbass. He turned around before Jokic even stood up."
Yeah, it takes Jokic a minute. He's like 300 pounds.
Yeah, and like Jokic said after the game, he's like, I didn't want to do that, but I have to defend myself because I'll become a target if I don't.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot let yourself get pushed around. It's just, it is what it is. Not in basketball. But you got people constantly telling you, oh, the game sucks today. It's in a bad place right now. It's like, well, if their own media, their in-house media is telling you the game sucks, yeah, there's no wonder ratings are going down.
Okay, I think food is here. I'm gonna run and grab it real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
I really don't want to have to edit the video. Just say something.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, so did I see my cat? I got a cat right there. He's very handsome. He's a sweet little guy. I love him very much. Sure, Brayden and I will talk about this later. I started playing Pokemon Ultra Sun again today. I haven't played through Gen 7 in a while. And I really like Gen 7. I think Gen 7, people are a little too mean to it sometimes. I think generally they're good games. I think the problem people had, and understandably so, because I had the same issue, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, for being full price games, are way too similar to Sun and Moon. And I think that's perfectly fair. But in a vacuum, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are just damn good games. Like, I don't know, man. I think they're really good. Excuse me. Hi, Alex. The other one, she's hanging out over here in the cat bed. Uh, yeah. No. Hi. This is the most I've talked in probably since we did the last pod. Excuse me. I am not. I was not well. Feeling a lot better now. So it may not sound like it, but I'm definitely feeling. Hi, Kitty. You want to say hi to the people? Here, I'll come pick you up. She wants to say hi. Hi, Angel. Give me a kiss. Yeah, she's giving me kisses. You're so sweet. I love you. Working hard to make sure Brayden does not have to edit this video. Oh, sorry, baby. There you go. Ay, ay, yeah. Oh, he's back. Oh God, I can see his feet making me horny. Can't be making me up. What's happening, baby? Wait,
We're
there
back.
you go. Hey, Pookie.
Alrighty. Do you want to do top 3 of the week, or did you have something?
I don't think so. Now we can go do top 3. That's fine.
All right. Top 3 of the week. Places we've lived.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've been a few places. He's been
Yeah.
a few places.
We are some
military households.
Yep, have moved around, boys.
We both lived outside of the U.S.
Yes,
as well.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that appears on both of our that we're separate places, but appears on both of our list here.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want to kick us off?
We're kicking us off here. All right. Number 3 for me, I'm going to go with Germany. It's cool about me having lived in Germany is I am German. I'm like more German than anything else, actually, funny enough. So, excuse me, interesting how that worked out. But yeah, obviously my dad met my mom in Germany. They moved back to the States, and then later he got stationed back in Germany. So the second time around, I was alive. So
I'm guessing he was putting that on his dream sheet.
probably, yeah, I'd have to imagine. So I was there for all of my earliest my earliest available memories are in Germany, and they're not super vivid. But
Yeah,
there's some really cool
I have
ones
a
in there.
terrible long-term memory. I don't remember shit.
But there's some cool ones in there, and like I'd love to go back at some point, just to see what's happening.
Yeah, I've visited Germany before for Christmas. Would love to go back. It's a great place.
Yeah, big fan. You're number 3, sir. What are we looking at here?
We're both number 3. We're both doing our out of US ones.
All right.
For me, it's Bahrain. I lived in a small Middle Eastern country, right next to Saudi Arabia. Pretty, especially for compared to a lot of other countries in the region. It is pretty westernized. But that's what I think allowed it to be cool for little me, young me, maybe less ready for like drastic and huge cultural differences, but it was still very much a Muslim dominated country. Would hear the 5 prayers throughout the day, so it was cool to be able to experience being in a culture that's not my own, not from my own, not being in the majority, I guess. But great place. Had a lot of fun there. Had some good friends there. Bahrain, my number 3 favorite place I lived. Your number 2.
My cats are kissing right now, giving each other a bath.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute.
Lathering
when
up.
they do that. It's very sweet. Sometimes like Onyx will just do that. Like if I take a nap, sometimes Onyx will take a nap with me, and Bowie will take a nap in the cat bed. And as soon as I'm awake, she's like, "Okay, you're up. That's fine." And she'll go lay down with Bowie, and they'll just start bathing each other. It's awesome. And then at random points in the day, she'll just go join him and just start. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, do what you got to do. Number two, I'm gonna go with Tennessee. Tennessee is where I spent the most of my time. I was there for 9 years.
Damn.
Got to experience the full 4 seasons there. Excuse me. There, golly, very vivid memories of raking the leaves and then jumping in the piles, which I have not been able to do in a long time because Texas does not have fall and Florida does not. It's too hot. So yeah, cool stuff though. Got to have winter, like true winter time there. It's snow most years. A couple of years we didn't have any, but for the most part we would usually get snow at least once a year. A lot of thunderstorms, which I like going to sleep to thunderstorms. So that was totally fun.
We've had that here these past couple of days. It is nice to go to sleep.
Yeah, do love it. Obviously, that's where the Titans are. Got to go to a few games. Went to a Preds game once. That was pretty awesome. It was in a suite too because my mom had a client who was super rich.
Shout out to Predators.
Yes, sir. Big fan of Predators, especially in the Nashville area. Shout out my Nashville Predators. I'll wait until next season to get into hockey because its playoffs are almost done at this point. But yeah, shout out. That's probably about it, sir. You're number 2. What we staring at?
Speaking of hockey, the Stars season is on the line tonight. They're down 3-1 in the series, but I think 3-1 is not the death sentence in hockey. In other sports, bro.
Yo,
just into the mic.
No, the mic's all the way over there.
Oh, you fucked up then. You are fucked up.
Dude, my mucus is still super thick. Crazy. But
all right, my number 2. I went with South Carolina. Really nothing about the area itself. It's just that's when I was in Boy Scouts the most. And I have a lot. I really did love being in Boy Scouts. Made a lot of great friends. A lot of great experiences on different camping trips. Worked at a summer camp over there. Even when I lived in Texas, I flew over to South Carolina one summer to work that same summer camp again. Just the most community I probably ever felt was in South Carolina, being in Boy Scouts. So just that alone.
Was that the summer camp that had the Instagram page?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. Because it was in my recommendations one time, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I seen a picture of you cooking up in the kitchen. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, that's my boy.
Dude,
that's my dog right there.
This was the craziest part was when I flew, I flew to work in the kitchen, which is the worst place to work at that summer camp. And nobody, people do not like working in the kitchen. Some people have to be told to. But I had a great time in the kitchen. I knew my best friend over there was going to be in the kitchen. Had a great time. Just dude, sometimes when you're just going through it with people, that's just the best time. And there were definitely
it's like working retail.
Yeah, there were definitely times like that. Working in the kitchen, it can't put on. Shout out to Craig, the fucking old manager of the kitchen.
My dog, for real.
You're number 1, sir.
Number 1. Number 1 for me is going to be Florida. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck this fucking state. Number 1 for me is going to be San Antonio, Texas. Shout out.
My number 1 as well.
Could have fooled me. That was obvious.
It's where we met. It's all I needed. That's all I needed.
It's where we met. It's where most of my close friends still are. To this day, or at least even if they don't live there, most of my close friends I met there. Yeah. Best friend of mine, her birthday was just a week ago today. I think today's the 20th. Her birthday was a week. I met her in Texas. I met you in Texas. I met Gabe in Texas. I met my entire friend group.
Gabe is back in Texas, boy.
Gabe is back in Texas.
He's where he fucking belongs.
I've rekindled with a bunch of Texas people recently. bunch of people that I hadn't talked to in a little while that I've been talking to again recently, and they're all really cool people. So I like to see where they're at in life now. Like they're all a lot of them are graduating. Like that shit's awesome. Like everybody, a lot of people doing well. It's just cool to see these people again. And obviously the state itself is great. I love Mexican food. I ain't getting any here. It's real good over there though. Um, I don't love the heat, but I do love. I think Texas is pretty. Honestly, I think there's something about it. The architecture, especially, it's really nice over
I
there.
mean, the city we're in is fucking older than the country.
Yeah, the city itself, great culture, great history. Uh, like it was my favorite spot. Definitely was and I expected to hate it. When I found out I was gonna be living in Texas, I was like, oh man, this is gonna stink. I don't want to live in San Antonio. This shit's gonna suck. Nah, that shit was awesome. I was hating for no reason. I loved it. I
The
loved
only
it.
thing this city's missing is a fucking NFL team.
And it would do so well with one.
It would.
Yeah.
The
Granted,
Brahmas,
does Texas need another NFL team? Not necessarily.
yes.
But if it was gonna get one, yeah, San Antonio should.
It's Texas, dude. They love football, dude. They need it.
I think I think I think OKC needs a football team. I think OKC needs a football. I think that would be the coolest destination to get one. Like I don't know who else. Like I don't know. You could put an NFL team in Oregon. I think they would love it. You could put one in like I don't know where else could an NFL team like an expansion team
Going back to St. Louis?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Missouri has one, but like that's St. Louis is a market that would like one certainly. So yeah, you could put one in St. Louis. I'm sure they'd like it. Um, could put one in
Your butt.
sure.
God, his ass.
Yeah, literally in that case. You know what? You could put one in Memphis. Give Memphis an NFL. No, probably. Could, we could like if Alabama had an NFL team, it would probably sell. It probably would.
Maybe.
I think so. Another one in that area, football.
Slap that bitch in San Antonio.
Yeah, I think one in San Antonio would do. We already got the Alamo Dome too. Like, just play them there. Fuck it. At least for the first few years until you get in a proper stadium. Like, play them in the Alamo Dome.
I just know Jerry Jones' bitch ass is doing everything he can to prevent it.
Oh, certainly. But where do you think the next expansion team would be if there was?
I don't know. Do they try to put one in Canada?
I would think like Toronto, because they want to go international so bad.
Yeah.
They want to go international so bad. The logical step there would be to put one in Toronto.
Yeah.
Because it's not even, it's like an hour from Buffalo or some shit. It's not far. It's not far from a lot of other, because there's a lot of NFL teams in the Northeast. The travel schedule would not be that bad for a team. So if they want to go international, that would be the best place to do it. And obviously, Toronto is a city that loves sports. Mm-hmm. They love the Raptors. They love the Blue Jays. Give them a football team. I'm sure they got a hockey team too. Maple Leafs. Yeah, they love the Maple Leafs. Well, no, they hate the Maple Leafs. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. Give them a football team. Give them a football team. They'll love it.
They would.
Yeah. So it's a city that loves sports. They would love a football team.
Yeah. I think Toronto, but they would do two. They would probably do two. I don't think they'd want to go for an odd number of teams.
Right, but I mean, so they could do another one. The other one would probably be in the U.S. and it would probably be
San Antonio.
If they're putting one like in the East here, they're probably giving us another one on the West, or at least in the Midwest. If they're giving us Toronto, it would probably be like Portland or some shit.
Could be cool.
I wouldn't mind a team in Portland. No, like Oregon is a state I wouldn't mind living in.
You know what I want them to do? And this is too crazy. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I would want division realignments where it just truly is like regional based.
Yeah.
I feel like because then I think rivalry games would amp up even more because you just know that like it's
You're
that much
2
more
hours away.
feasible. Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna get home team invasions.
I was
Especially when
already
you
pissed that when they added the 17th game, that it wasn't like yearly regional matchups. Like you always had a battle for Texas every year, battle for Pennsylvania. And I know that doesn't lead. There's not perfect pairings for everything, but first of all, it would be worth it with the ones that do work. And then you would find something, and then just by the fact that it's yearly,
like
over time, it will build
the
up.
Titans could play the Bengals. Like that would be fine. That's close enough. Like that's what we could work out. Like the Dolphins could play the Jags, or like the Dolphins could play Tampa, and the Jags could play like the Falcons or something. Like it's not
Maybe
ridiculous.
Florida rotates. Like I don't even.
Sure, whatever. I mean,
Battle of LA every year. The Battle for New York every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I said, the ones that don't even make sense right now.
Battle for Pennsylvania every year too.
Yeah, the ones that don't make sense right now, like over the time, since it's every year, a rivalry will build up in some way.
Yeah.
I was pissed they didn't do that.
It's too cool. It's too good of an idea. They would do it.
Is it time for what we've been on?
It's time for what we've been on. Yes, sir.
What you been on, brother?
As I was telling the fine folks while you were away, I've been, and I was telling you earlier too, been playing Ultra Moon or Ultra Suns.
Yeah. I knew you were. It was staring at you like the Green Goblin mask.
That's what I was saying this morning. Yeah, I do love me some Gen 7. And I was, as I let the group chat know earlier, since I'm playing on an emulator, every single time I play a Pokemon game on an emulator, for the most part, I always give myself something cool, just to have a little extra fun. I gave myself a shiny Zeraora egg because I have free will, and why not? Right? Let's have some fun. So, perfect IVs, adamant nature, shiny Zeraora egg, with a great move set that's all PP maxed already. Zeraora. No, that Pokemon's got a ton of aura. That Pokemon's awesome. Very cool shiny. I didn't realize how good the shiny was until I, busted the shiny. Great base form. Great shiny form too. Like just such a beautiful Pokemon. It's something I've never used before. Something I've never really delved into before. I like it a lot. I like me some Zeraora.
The white shiny?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's what I'm saying. With little blue accents on it, I think that's beautiful. And then you got. I did also give myself a Charmander because right when you start the game off, you're moving from Kanto to Alola. So I'm like, say less. I'll take a Charmander egg with me, and since Megas aren't normally there until post game, I figured let's give myself a Keystone and a Charizard Y. You know what I'm saying? So now I got the when it evolves, I'll just be able to Mega Evolve. I'm not a big Z moves fan, just in general. Not a big Z moves guy. I like I like the signature moves, but like other than that, I don't really care enough.
The animations suck.
Yeah,
it's for that gimmick to work. I think the animations need to be better because if they were visually appealing, it's better.
Well, there is the Ultra Necrozma Z move.
That's the one.
Pretty good. The video where the guy is like, Ribombi!
Dude, I love that video so much.
I'm using one on my team just because of that video. Ribombi!
Yeah, and everyone's like,
what is this Dragon Ball Z ass move? Bro, I caught a cutie fly, I named it DBZ because of the video. So I'm gonna use a Ribombi.
Top comment was like, yo, what is Ribombi even doing there?
I'm using a Ribombi in this playthrough just because of that video. I do think it's also a cool Pokemon. Like Bug Fairy is a fun typing. I think it's cute. I like it. It's also pretty good. Like it doesn't stink by bug type standards, at least.
I mean, dude, I totally get carrying a Pokemon on a team because you saw it in a video. I'll never go through Kanto without a motherfucking Beedrill on my side.
Ribombi!
Bro, dude, when
It's
anyone
just
brings up a
so
video,
good.
my brain starts to like itch and to scratch it. Like I just have to fucking.
I'm gonna pull it up too. I gotta watch that shit, man. That's
Ramon is
so it's
this.
behind me.
Mules, bro. Light that burns the sky.
I'll let you.
Please survive, please. If this Rabambi actually survive this shit, gold status, gold status. What is going on right now, man? Rabambi! Please don't kill it, bro. Oh my god! Is that a spirit bomb? It might be good though. Rabambi! Dragon Balls.
Nuclear bomb versus coughing baby.
Yeah, I mean, genuinely, that's light that burns the sky is also an incredible name for it.
Yeah, the whole gimmick is carried hard by that one move.
Ultra Necrozma is one of the coolest things they've ever done because it's the Kyurem form if it went full send, because black and white Kyurem are still just half measures, and then like Ultra Necrozma is that at first because it just fuses with the one, but then when it gets to its or no, well, excuse me, that's called like Dusk and Dawn Necrozma or whatever. But when it gets to the Ultra form, that's it. That's like full power, what it's supposed to be. And excuse me, like that shit's just cool. It's a great looking Pokemon, and obviously it's stupid powerful.
So
And light that burns the sky is it's just such a cool. It's insane to me that like it's a psychic type move, right? So like dark types are immune to light. Like if I were to look at like a level 1 Alolan Rattata, you can't tell me it's not still doing damage. I don't care. Like I don't care if it's immune to psychic type move. Light that burns the sky from a level 100 Ultra Necrozma should still kill a level 1 Alolan Rattata. It should find a way.
yeah.
Like, sorry, I don't. Whatever. Whatever. I don't know.
Whatever.
What else I've been on? Oh, I've been listening to a ton of music today. So Gabe sent me
What?
some music recommendations. Yeah, I know it's the first. Gabe sent me some music recommendations because I asked him. I was like, "What music should I listen to while I play this game?" So he sent me some music.
He sent you one thing, and then he sent like several things later.
Yeah. Well, I did listen to the Virgin albums he was telling us about. I didn't love the Sundays album. Wasn't too crazy about it. The album by the Beths, though, I did really like, and I liked the Stone Roses self-titled album. It's really good. I listened to an album that came out this year as well. Came out like this month that a friend of mine sent me. I forgot what it was called, but it was fine. It was solid. Like it's not something I'm going to come back to a lot, but and then I listened to Grace by Jeff Buckley because today he passed away 28 years ago. Rest in peace. That's my dog for real. He's over there on my wall. He's not in frame, but he's there. He's here in spirit.
Is that the one that Gabe sent a picture of him? Is that Jeff Buckley?
The one on my wall that's flipping off is Jeff Buckley. Which one? When did Gabe send the picture?
Or was
that today?
No, this was a while ago. I don't remember. Maybe it was Bowie. I don't know. I don't know what they look like.
Okay. I don't know. Jeff Buckley's
I'll find
cool
it.
guy, though.
You keep talking. I can find it.
Makes great music. So I was very, So shout out my dog with dead 28 years. Fuck the Mississippi River. Don't ever go for a swim in the Mississippi River.
No, wait, no. It says
granted,
Jeff Buckley.
Okay. Very nice.
I don't know if you could see. Whoops.
Oh yeah, that's the album.
Yeah.
That's the album I would listen to today. And then, oh yeah, it's actually. I mean, it's suspected that he might have taken his own life on purpose, not that he was just caught in the undertow of a boat, because he was acting kind of weird in the last couple of weeks before his death. But like, that's also circumstantial. Like, he may have just been going through some shit and happened to die at the same time.
Or people are overthinking things that were happening.
Yeah, after the fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, rest in peace. Certainly. And let's see what I started listening to Led Zeppelin 1. I didn't get through it. Listen to the first couple songs. Got off to a good start. Excuse me, but yeah, listen to quite a bit of music today. And then what else? I don't think I've been on. Yeah, like I said, I watched Mulan recently, and obviously it's still great. It's Mulan.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna rewatch the Lilo and Stitch cartoon. I've been seeing clips from it. Just
I loved it growing up. I hadn't seen it in a long time.
yeah, I remember enjoying it as a kid. But I haven't seen it in a long time either.
Yeah, I gotta stop it. Okay. Yeah. How about you, partner? What you?
So for Memorial Day, the movie theater near me was showing Saving Private Ryan.
Nice.
So I went to go see that. Saw that movie for the first time.
Okay. Did you like it?
Yeah, good movie. Really good movie. Dude, I hate war. Very anti-war. But when you're in it, you gotta be in it. Like you like there's one dude who just listens to his comrades get stabbed through the chest while he's crying on the stairs. And, like, I get it. War sucks. You gotta lock in there. You just let, like, your friend die. That shit was pissing me off so much. Yeah, I never knew what the Matt Damon aging gif was from. Saw it happen in the movie. Went, oh, he did the thing. He did the thing. Wasted money on food because I bought, like, way more than I could eat. But I do that a lot at Flicks because they have so many good things. I want so many different things, so I just end up wasting money.
I get it.
Trying to think what else I've been on. Haven't been able to play as much Pokemon as I would like. Yeah, I just gotta lock in. I want to finish this video so it can come out this next weekend. Like, while I'm streaming, I could have, like, a good video up that maybe people see the video, enjoy it, come to the stream. So, I'll have to lock in and hopefully finish that video. Which I just finished the 8th, editing up the 8th gym battle part. Which, dude, fucking, oh, what a pain to go back and watch. Your reaction, though, when I tell you what has been lost...
Oh my, yeah, no, I remember vividly. I'm excited to watch it again, but
the funniest part of your reaction to me is when I say the first two, and you're like, "Damn, dude, you lost 2," and I was like, "Oh, you don't even know yet, dude. You don't even fucking know, dude. I'm halfway there, halfway done telling you what happened."
Yeah.
You were like, "Wow,
Hey, Brayden.
2."
Hey, Brayden, how many Pokemon did you lose? Ball.
Oh my god.
Ball.
Well, it's funny because it wasn't the first gym battle I forgot to buy healing items for because I forgot to buy them for Chuck. And then I didn't buy them when we went to fight Jasmine. When they after that fight I still didn't buy any more, so which I didn't lose any against Jasmine, but yeah, ooh, big mistake.
Less than ideal.
Yeah.
But you ultimately ended up winning the luck. That's all that matters.
That's right. And the video is going to be fucking fire, dude.
Oh, the video is going to be incredible.
The video is going to be great. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to quickly show the room one last time. Let's take a look at the room one last time, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. This
Beautiful.
is it. It's all fucking bare right now. Fucking here's where the fucking magic has been happening, dude. But hey, end of one era is the fucking start of another, dude. This is gonna be my streaming golden age.
Yeah.
Streaming wise, in terms of streaming, the golden age is loaded up, dude.
On
the motherfucking way.
Not the way.
Yeah, man, I think that's it. I think it's time to end the last pod episode at this house.
Yeah, works for me.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, the next episode will be up next week on this channel.
In a new location.
New location. I can't wait to show off the fucking new room once I get everything set up. I'll be locked in this weekend setting everything up, try to get everything completely ready. Especially because I need to have it ready for that next weekend when it's fucking all nothing but Switch 2 time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, fuck Nico Harrison, fuck Jerry Jones, keep gaming.
Deuces.